crystal form for the rage mode. And while the base of the crystals are blue in the show, we tinge them with a red VFX to represent the traditional Oni blood rage for the game.
That's it for us. We hope you enjoyed the behind the look scene and also our new collection that we just showed you. Of course, we're gonna keep an eye for more Attack on Titan news. Thank you.
心臓を捧げよう。
Hey, yo, alright. Prestige 3 day 1. Yo, liking that mouse. This is gonna be dope. Fucking do it. Minus 7.
Hi everyone, I'm Dave Richard, Creative Director on Dead by Daylight, and I'm super glad to be here today to share the newest content for our latest chapter, and of course to celebrate the 6th anniversary of Dead by Daylight.
Right, let's get into it.
The tradition is to tell you all the content that's going to be in the chapter. And this time we're quite excited. We're changing the recipe a little bit, and we're doing an original chapter. So this new chapter is called Roots of Dread, and it's a full chapter. It contains a new survivor, a new killer, and a new map within a new realm of the entity. That's quite exciting. So the story for the chapter revolves around a town, a perfect town. Well, a town that seems to be perfect. But of course, the residents are hiding something terrible. They're hiding secrets and a darkness. And when that darkness starts to bubble up to the surface, it creates our newest killer, the Dredge. So let's talk about it a little bit. So the Dredge is inspired by the Boogeyman, a story that is global and is known around many cultures. It's a domestic fear. It's a monster that is really close to us, that is in our familiar environment, inside our house, under our bed, in our wardrobes. And that's the type of creature we wanted to feature and create. So it is the physical representation of the darkness of the whole town, of their secrets. And it is a weird and strange creature, a monster. It has an impossible biology featuring various limbs, heads, different parts. It is emotionless, and it's impossible to plead for your life when in front of this creature. We wanted to make sure to create a visceral scare when facing this creature. It's a bit like when you're having a nightmare, and you know it was super scary when you wake up, but you can't exactly put your finger on what it was that you've seen. The visual design of the Dredge is quite unique. It's a first for Dead by Daylight killers. It's a monster, recreated by different limbs, different heads, claws, pincers, tentacles, and we wanted to make sure that you, the player, would be able to customize as you wanted this monster. What's really cool as well for the cosmetic is that we are able to explore themes that are organic, but also constructs, like this amazing cosmetic that features dolls. All right, now let's move on to the power of the Dredge. So when playing the Dredge, we wanted you to feel like you're the embodiment of darkness, of fear itself. We wanted to recreate that feeling of a monster that's really close to us, that lives in your house. And so there are two phases to the power. The first phase is the ability to use lockers to teleport from and to. So, of course, this is great for map movement. You'll be able to travel the map really quickly. But it's also great to surprise survivors that are nearby lockers, and even survivors that are hiding inside the lockers. The second phase of the power is called night cycle, and this is where it gets really interesting. So based on action the dredge will make and some passive abilities, the night cycle will build on the survivor. When it is finally completed, night cycle will trigger, and a darkness will engulf the survivor.
Nice.
This darkness makes it very difficult to navigate, especially in chases. And the only thing the survivor can see in the distance will be the dredge itself. That's really creepy and will for sure make the survivor make mistakes. Of course, the dredge comes with 3 unique perks. We won't go into the details of these perks today, but
Pretty much
I can
solved
say
the-
that they are
pretty much
themed
solved the
around
leaks.
chaos, secrets, and corruption. Okay, now let's move on to our newest survivor. She's called Hattie Core, and you might know her from some
Oh
archive
yeah,
entries
that's the prestige
that
one.
appeared in the past.
Prestige 3 day 1.
She appeared 3 times in the archive, actually. So Hattie has a dual heritage. She is born in northern India, but was raised by her adoptive family in Quebec. And so this will be an interesting background to explore through her different cosmetic and also through future archive entries. Hattie has a very unique ability to see bleeds. These are areas of the world where the entity's influence intersect with our world. And so Hattie had her share of paranormal adventures and encounters with dreadful beasts from the entity's world, strange creatures. And actually, we can see on her body all sorts of scratch and marks from these encounters.
I like that.
Of
I like
course,
that one right there.
Addy will come with 3 unique perks added to the roster of abilities that the survivors are able to equip and use. These are themed around paranormal insight, proficiency with occult items, and her own temerity.
Oh.
And finally, let's talk about the map. So this time around, we're really excited to introduce a new realm for this chapter.
Well, we need a new map.
So really,
for
we are going
twins
back to
and
the roots of horror,
and
to a
Trickster. Come
classic,
on.
something that we
Been
see
dope to get new
numerous
maps
times
for those
through
two.
different
Like, come on.
horror novels, movies, and other horror material. And this is a small American town. So we wanted to make sure that we created something domestic, something familiar. And so for the dredge map called the Garden of Joy, we are featuring one of the house of the perfect town that we talked about earlier. This house
The main
looks
house?
perfect from
Main
the
building?
outside. It is like a ghost sitting in the middle of a
It
gloomy
reminds me of
forest
the
created by the
original
entity.
Coldwind farmhouse.
And when you go inside that house, you'll see how twisted and wrong it is, just like the residents that are hiding all of this darkness and secret. What's
Like that
really cool
outside
about
does
this
remind
new
me of
realm is
the
that
OG
in the
Coldwind.
future, we will be able
Thompson
to
House.
explore it again, but in other contexts than in the dredge perfect town. So this realm is built from different memories, from different characters. And so we'll be able to explore different cities wrapped inside that same realm. All right, that was the whole content of our newest chapter, Roots of Dread. I
What?
hope you are as excited as us to
That's it?
try this new content. And you'll be able to do so right after this event as we go live on the PTB.
You know
The
it's
chapter
time.
will become available to all on June 7th. So thank you again for listening today, and thank you for an
June, so
incredible year
definitely
of
is,
Dead by Daylight.
PTB time right after it. Definitely.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Dr. Tyler Brown, emergency physician, and this is Dead by Daylight.
For a second there, I thought that was an advertisement.
All right. So why is this person sitting? Oh, now that's actually kind of dope. It looks like he was injured or something, and she came through and rubbed this man's back. Look, if we could start prescribing back rubs in the emergency department, I promise you,
What
I
is-
would
what
let
is
the
the
thing
point of this?
fly. Everybody, you get a back rub. You get a back rub. Straight up on some,
What is
Oprah
the
level
point of
stuff.
this?
It's actually funny because there is evidence
Like,
that
I'm looking
back
at the
rubs
chat of the
help.
stream, and everybody's
They
like
help
cringe. Like, this is
physiologically.
definitely
People say
cringe.
that
It's
it
like,
lowers heart rate, lowers
did they
blood
run out of
pressure.
stuff to do?
Curative back rub for everybody. All right, let's get it popping. Next video.
So they just put this.
Yo, I've seen it. All in your
What
mouth.
is this?
Wait a minute, bro. Oh, dude, no. Wait a minute. All right. I had to pause.
Did this 6th anniversary stream just
This
turn
man got
into
thrown on a hook, and I've
a
seen
Dead by Daylight
this
reaction
in a bunch of different
to
movies, so it's really
stuff you do
accurate.
in the game?
These
Like, what is
butcher
it?
hooks are real. Obviously, if someone ended up on one, it was intentional, in my opinion. From that angle, I'm pretty sure it's piercing, one of the ventricles of the heart, right? So the heart, we know, is like this, right? That left ventricle is kind of posterior and sits to the side, as if I took a football and held it, with the laces kind of downward, right? So if that goes through that left ventricle, man, he's dead.
What the hell
There
is
ain't
it?
no pulling yourself up off of it. You don't know, sir. I don't believe it. He not walking away from this at all. That's a fact. If you're enjoying this analysis, make sure you head over to Dead by Daylight's YouTube channel for the full video later on this week, okay?
Need this?
Happy 6th anniversary, y'all. Peace.
Why did we need this at all? This had no connection in it to Dead by Daylight. That was basically, we just watched somebody's reaction to Dwight getting healed, to Dwight getting, basically what we just did. They ran out of stuff to do, and that's what they hear now. It's like, oh, we ran out of shit to do. Let's go ahead and just let's just put somebody, has to have one of our members react. Come on.
You see a lit
What do you
hex
do?
totem. What do? A. Disassemble it. B. Leave it be. Probably haunted ground. C. Turn it into a boon totem.
I mean,
D. Point at it,
that's
but
a
let
trick
your
question.
teammates deal with it.
Gotta think on that one. Lit hex totem. I mean, if it ain't bothering nobody, anything, I'll probably just ignore it. I don't run in too many haunted grounds, but if it's nothing serious, I'll probably just let it teammate. Or if I'm not doing anything, I'll just assemble it. I don't know. Maybe I'll boon it. There are a lot of answers that I pick, but I can't just pick one. It's situation for me. It's a situation. It depends. It depends on the situation. Like, I don't go around. I'm not someone who's just gonna hack every hex form you see. And it's like, oh, it's a hex. Let me just get that. And then, you've wasted time on a hex. And that time could have been done on the generator. So you can always come back to that hex later when you waste time. All right. What else?
Hey there, everybody. I'm Justin, one of the product managers on Dead by Daylight. Still stuck in this fog from earlier, but this time joined by a new partner.
Hi, I'm May. I am a Twitch lurking, dog snuggling influencer manager on Dead by Daylight.
So, since a Dead by Daylight anniversary wouldn't be the same without a celebration in the fog, both May and myself are here to share with you what's going on for the Dead by Daylight 6th anniversary in-game event.
All right, let's get it.
Last year we had a really fun one, but the team has taken a hard look at what worked and what didn't, and we're trying to find ways to take it even further for the 6th anniversary, which is actually starting on our real anniversary this year. So the event starts on June 16th. I think it's really cool.
Say what now?
For the theme this year, the fog is going to be celebrating something called the Twisted Masquerade.
Wait.
Now, this is meant to be a real party in the world of Dead by Daylight.
Wait. Did they just say the anniversary is on June 16th? You'd be kidding me, man. want to wait. I want it
The usual
now.
black and gold color palette, and you'll see it all over the entity's realm during this event. We're also reskinning the Killer Shack and the exit gates, and there's going to be some really cool, creepy effects because of it. Expect the entire
That's cool.
fog
There's
to be
gonna be
decked out to
bodies
the
and
nines.
Yeah,
shit.
I think there's a lot of things that we're decorating for really the first time, like proving just how big this whole celebration really is. We really want this to feel like a party and a celebration. So everything is really going to play on this masquerade theme in some interesting ways, beginning with our anniversary cosmetics. So last year was the second year that we actually did the crown collection, where
Do it again.
mechanic-wise, players would run around, find pedestals,
Oh, I got a
and
bad feeling.
collect a
I do.
crown for that specific character. But this year, with this masquerade theme, we wanted to find ways that we could really push it further and deliver an even bigger payoff when it came to the cosmetics that you'd be able to collect.
So while you'll still be hunting down pedestals in your trial, this time you're going to be grabbing invitations to the Twisted Masquerade. Collecting those invitations will earn you one of 12 possible cosmetics as killer or survivor, and since we're going to a masquerade, it's going to be beautiful hand-designed masks. Last
Oh, hold
year,
on, hold on. The H one, I'm not feeling the H. Likes the Hunters one. Like the Hunters. Pictures looks cool. Gained. Who is
even if
this?
you're playing as
Dwight.
Dwight,
Oh,
you
that was
might earn
Dwight.
one for Elodie or the Spirit.
And I mean, if you
If I
guys have
didn't
actually
mention
seen
the
it
others,
on the
it's probably
table,
like,
that's Dwight.
So while we are focusing on a smaller subset of characters, they're going to make much more meaningful additions to your
so
collection
I guess
and
we
look
still have the crown.
pretty sweet if I do say
Or
so
not?
myself.
Absolutely.
Like,
I mean,
do
I've
we
had
have
to
the
resist
crowns
just putting
and
this
the
one on
masks,
and
or
trying to
are
run
they
away with it.
not doing the crown?
Been told many times I can't take it home with me, so I'll have to settle for just earning it in game. And similar to what we did for our Halloween event, the Midnight Grove, the 6th anniversary will also include an event tome. So what's great about this is we're going to have 2 full levels of challenges and lore that's directly tied to the Twisted Masquerade. And one big addition in this is going to be the community challenges. So last year, if you were around doing our community challenges, we were communicating on this via our social media channels. And
they
we feel like
released
the players really enjoyed this, but
cosmetics
we
based
want
on
to
what
bring
we
it a
did
little
in
closer to you directly in game.
100K.
There'll be an entire top track dedicated to these
kills, we
community
got
challenges.
Wraith cosmetic.
On that, you can track
David.
both the global progression of everyone making effort towards these community challenges and your own direct contributions. Your own direct contributions are important because you're going to have to work and
Ooh,
you
hold
can't
up.
just take advantage of everyone
Oh,
else's
the
effort.
dredge.
Exactly,
Looks
but
like
while the
Dredge and
players
Hattie
are waiting for
gonna
the
get
community to
stuff
catch up so that they can
in
go
there
on to the next challenge,
for this.
there will be a
event.
set of personal
Wait,
challenges
what's this at?
below on each level
Shit, I can't
that
go
you
back.
can work towards. And I mean, these are going to
Damn,
also
I
give you a
missed
little
it.
bit
I wanted to
more
read that.
background on what's happening for the story behind the scenes of the archives and the Twisted Masquerade. I mean, you're going to be earning event cosmetics either way, so definitely take the time, try to finish all of them.
So what about Dredge and Hattie? Are they getting something for this masquerade?
So since these are actually our 2 new characters coming in, it's important that we're treating them as our guests of honor for the Twisted Masquerade. So if you're seeing through any of the content that we're sharing, both Dredge and Hattie are getting full outfits themed for the event that you can unlock
Definitely. I'm
split between
definitely
the
like
community
that.
goals
That
and
shit
the
is
personal
fire.
goals.
I like
So
that.
if you want all of it, you have to do both.
Told you.
And
Prestige
they're
3
really
day
worth
one.
getting, so I
Yo,
suggest
both
you
of those
do.
look dope.
And we also
Really
have
cool.
some very cool, very gross charms, like this 6th anniversary Rancid Cupcake, a pop-up card. My personal favorite, a skull with a little party hat.
And that's definitely a reminder of the last person who tried to bring a
Charms.
party hat into the fog.
You try and
Nancy
stop.
doesn't like fun. So for a few final touches on the event, we're bringing back some things from last year that worked really well, like
Like
our loading screens with developer comments and selected art. So as you're loading up into your game, you're going to see quotes from wacky folks like myself, May, and others, and really bring you a bit closer to the really cool people who work on Dead by Daylight. On top of this, we're going to be bringing back our daily discounted Shrine of Secrets. So instead of it cycling on a weekly basis, we're going to be changing all of the perks every single day and be providing you a discount, so it costs less iridescent shards for every single perk available during the event.
Oh yeah.
On top of that, because we know you guys love blood points, we're going to be doing a weekend blood hunt event. And then, again,
Another
still not
blood
done,
hunt.
we're going to be giving a lot of log-in currencies. So
Here we go
if
again.
that's not enough blood points for you, not enough rift fragments, not enough iridescent shards,
Let's get it.
players will be able to earn more of these just by logging in.
It's definitely not the time to save your pennies for a rainy day. There's so much fun stuff to get. Take advantage. But for now, on behalf of everyone, I just want to say thanks again for another amazing year of Dead by Daylight. And we'll see you in the fog on June 16th for the Twisted Masquerade.
I did
See you
it.
there.
Damn it. DLC drops for the anniversary. Dead by Daylight Net Ease mode. Come on, you showed us.
今日は暑かったでしょ。いつものビールでいい？はい。心臓が。助けて。
Man, it would have been better if Trapper just bust through the fucking wall like that.
Very excited to share some great news about
Matthew!
the DBD mobile game. So we had a big update in Japan at the end of April, and the results are amazing. We want to progressively release this to the rest of the world too. In the United States, there will be a closed beta test in the next few weeks, so stay tuned for that. You should know there's going to be quite a lot of new features in this version of the game. Leaderboards, quick matches, team system. We're also improving many aspects of the game. There's going to be visual improvements on the performance, fluidity of gameplay, and the control layout, and the new player tutorial. Also, there's going to be some brand new rewards added and some unique customization. More news are going to be coming very soon.
What the? You better be fucking joking. Hell no. You gotta be kidding. This better be a fucking joke. Ain't no way. Oh my god, Spirit anime life. You gotta be kidding me. This has gotta be a freaking joke. There is no way. There is no way. You.
If you had told me
I'm
when we
sorry,
launched this
but
game that
no.
I'd be here 6 years later with my feet in the sand,
Oh my god.
announcing
You're
a Dead by
kidding
Daylight
me.
dating
Tell me
sim,
this joke.
I would have never believed you.
What?
And that is what makes today such an amazing day.
You're serious?
I'm excited to be able to announce that Hooked on You, a Dead by Daylight dating sim, is quickly coming. So
Bruh,
it is a crazy
swear
idea.
the people
It's
who
an
write Dead by
absurd
Daylight
concept,
fanfics
but we are
have
always looking
gotten
for
their
new ways
wish.
to tell our Dead by Daylight stories,
Are you
and our
serious?
fans have shown
Now
us over
people,
the years
the people
just
that you
how
see in game with
thirsty
Daddy
they
Myers
are
and
for
shit like that, Maury me Daddy
more
Myers,
background
they will
and more
now
stories about our
be
characters.
able
So
to have
last year we did an
some
official
sort of
community
closure.
survey
You know, they
exploring new
finally
ways
get some
potentially
closure.
of expanding the universe of Dead by Daylight, and I
You
think
gotta
the
be
third
kidding me.
one was
See,
dating
I
sim.
knew it. I knew it. All the freaking people that you see in game with those weird ass, bro. Come on, I
To
knew
go for
it.
it.
Whoa, what did that say? Shit, I can't go back.
Justice. To really treat this properly so that it didn't turn out
I knew it was for
as
them.
insane as it sounds. So we decided to go with some specialists out there, some people that made a little game called "I Love You, Colonel Sanders."
No, not the KFC game. No, not the KFC game. I've seen that shit on Steam. Come on.
Dead by Daylight dating sim.
Thank you for having me. I'm really excited that I got to
You
create
created
such
I love you,
a
Colonel
unique
Sanders, you
take on
son of
such
a.
a really serious and kind of grim world, and bring it into a little bit of hearts
Why?
and butterflies, and shine some rosy warm light on it.
Hold on, before we continue. The game they're talking about, I love you, Colonel Sanders, is a dating simulator game. For those who don't know, what this game is, I've never played it, but I've read the synopsis. But basically, what this game is basically you're I can't remember if you're a guy or a girl, but for some reason you in the game are just infatuated with Colonel Sanders from KFC, and you're supposed to date Colonel Sanders from KFC. Basically, that's what you do, and it's cringy. It's cringy as fuck. It's super cringy, and this is like why? Like who greenlit this? KFC cannot be okay with this, but apparently, I guess they're okay with this. But why? that's the game that they're talking about. Where you want to date Colonel Sanders from KFC mascot.
Something that really does justice to the truths that have been established. So we
This
started
guy right
someplace
here
as far away as we could by
made
thinking
that
about,
game.
what is the brightest and happiest kind of take on this world? Well, maybe it's something like the beach episode of a sitcom or an anime series, and then kind of pull our way back into that main core experience of
So we got Attack on
what's
Titan
going through
cosmetics
these
coming in Dead by
killers or
Daylight.
survivors' minds at any
I'm
given
sorry,
moment,
I couldn't get
and try and make sense
my
of those two worlds
OBS
playing
to work
together and
when they were
see
talking
what
about
kind
this.
of crazy
Attack
stuff
on
comes
Titan
from it.
So obviously
cosmetics
one of the main
and
questions
Dead
that
by
people have is
Daylight.
what characters from Dead by Daylight will I be able to interact with in this?
Sure. Well, leaning into that kind of sitcom or anime kind of cliches and tropes, and then kind of turning them on their head, we decided to take 4 killers, since killers are the most monstrous and inhuman characters in the world, and make them as human as we could, by assigning 4 kind of typical TV trope archetypes to them.
Spirit is the
So
anime
we've got
waifu.
the trapper, who is standing in as the jock. We've got the huntress, who is standing in as the overachiever. We've got the wraith, who is playing the nerd, and we've got the
And
spirit, who
Spirit.
is the goth.
That's
Hold on. Ah, that is not what I was. Can we get this? Can we get this as an outfit in fucking Dead by Daylight? I like this outfit for Spirit. I might play Spirit again if this became an actual outfit in Dead by Daylight. Everything else I really don't. I like this outfit. I stopped playing Spirit because they nerfed her into the ground, and I just don't find any joy anymore playing Spirit. I used to be a Spirit main, but I just can't anymore. So I've just been searching for a new main. Oh,
Thing in their past that bringing them into this kind of comedy scenario, but still exploring their real
oh
lore,
my
was
god!
just like pretty wild. So we had a lot of fun with it.
very cool. And who as the player, like it was an interesting choice to figure out who the player would be in this scenario.
Well, we want to let the player play as themselves. So this
Character
is an
creation.
interactive branching story,
Character
and you will
creation.
get to make decisions that define who you are. There is no canon version of yourself, and we thought that that was a great way to really do justice to the huge amount of diversity and variety in the Dead by Daylight audience.
Yeah.
And so we wanted to make sure that the 4 killers who you get to romance really represent 4 very different types of relationship, and you get to be yourself and see which killer is right for you, as you make honest decisions in response to some terribly strange questions.
That's awesome.
I already forgot what the name
A
of the
very
game
important piece of also building that world and really giving the ambiance,
This is what they've been
the
working on.
gravitas it needed, is the
This
music.
Yeah.
And you got a really cool opportunity.
Instead of fixing the cheater
Yeah, we
problem.
worked directly with Michel, the composer for Dead by Daylight, to make sure that even though we took this to a very different sonic place of marimba and steel drums and some jazz flute solos or Spanish guitar, we still got to express that kind of core DNA of Dead by Daylight and give people something that's new and unique, but also kind of true to the original game that they love so deeply.
Yeah, Michel was kind of happy to be able to try his hand at a few different styles that he hadn't, and I think he surprised both of us with the jazz flute.
It may seem like an odd thing to say about something that sounds and looks so different, but we wanted to make sure that it really feels fresh but authentic.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to join us here in sunny Montreal for this little beach moment. I can say that this is one of the most out there things that we've ever done. I'm very, very excited about this. You obviously want more details. There will be more information coming, but for now, you should know you'll be able to get your little hands on Hooked on You, a Dead by Daylight dating sim this summer on Steam. And if you do that, you'll also get a unique charm in Dead by Daylight after that. Now, thank you again to all of our fans. Thank you for making this possible for us. And for once, I will say, I'll see you on the beach.
I had no idea that my shit was doubled up.
We're almost done here, but we have one more question for you. What would you like us to wrap the show with? A, some more new content, or B, a special surprise?
New content. I swear if Chad did it. New content. New content. Everybody's fucking picking B. Why? Wow. Everybody pick B. Great. This better be fucking good. It's better be a
Well,
great surprise.
that's a wrap for our 6th anniversary broadcast and to an amazing year of Dead by Daylight. I hope you enjoyed yourself. The PTB for our latest chapter, The Roots of Dread, is live now, so go try it. Have fun. Again, a huge thank you to our entire team and to you, our amazing community. You know, time really flies.
Damn, I really
It seems
hate
like
my
just
shit
yesterday
doubling
that
up.
during our 5th anniversary, we revealed to you that
I
we
only
were going
just
to
now
do a
realized that
Resident
my shit's
Evil
doubling
chapter.
up.
Your reaction was so good at the time that we wondered, why stop there?
So now we're showing Resident Evil trailer. What is this? Project W. Oh! Wesker? Yeah. Oh wait, what are these? These cosmetics? Oh, so this is fan art. We're looking at some fan art. Yay!
basic core characters that you. Oh my god! Jesus Christ!
I blinded him, I stunned him, so I was able to run away. See, did he get me?
It's your family photo, okay?
What?
Was the good? Was the good?
Oh, I swear, I thought somebody got a.
Peekaboo! Peekaboo! Peekaboo!
Stop playing around. I think we've reached the end.
I will gift 20 subs if the hatch spawns right here.
Ja, spawn, du Scheißding.
Gotcha. Love how that looks. Love that. Watch this. What? No way!
Look at him go, dude.
It's shaking. The poppers like a salt shaker. Judge with the hammer.
The community.
Oh, is he big judge?
He's sentencing people.
Objection! Objection, Your Honor! Objection!
Honorable mention to Judge Bubba.
Order in the court. Tofu is Polly is gone. Polly, you made it. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness. Stay away from that, ma'am. Do not touch my bone.
Oh, he's got blood warden, baby.
Did you?
Oh,
There was no way that worked. Like, it was too far.
Yeah.
Somebody in the locker.
Come on.
No, that one. That one.
Eu queria uma palha de save pra ficar aqui até o Maker Choice acabar.
Meu Deus, isso foi horrível!
You dropped me.
What is he expecting from this?
Just break the pallet. Just break the pallet. You can't mind game that, especially not as Freddy. Doctor Wraith good.
Hello? Anonymous with a $500 dono? Whoa! Oh my god, that was iconic. I'm so happy we were able to see that live. What?
I think we've reached the end of these.
A little higher.
I don't know if I'm mean or not.
Navi being better.
아니 자세 너무 어려워. Wait, I want to do it.
You opened it. I came.
Yeah, you did.
Oh god.
I don't know originally.
What?
Is it over? Are we done? Because, you know, they always try to put out some code at the end. What? What? I don't even have. That was not.
But why?
That was not intense. Whoa!
If I get this, bro.
That I've never seen. That's cool. That was cool. Oh, Smack got it again. Idiot. Insidious demo? I haven't really seen that. Adam.
Someone clip that.
What?
ちょっとあんたちょっと
かつて見たことないね、このゆっくりなチェイスしてるなゆっくりなチェイスしてるな、これ。これスローモーションなのかな
Pete Papa, you a spank?
Ah, the snowmans.
Spankies! Spank, 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 spank!
First of all, einfach.
Bill, get your head off. Bill, please. Bill. He's dead.
Oh. What?
I don't feel
Now we're
so
going
well.
animation.
Ew, and I stink. Oh, great, you're here to unhook me.
I just did my nails, so you can understand my situation.
Yeah, no problem, I guess. There are others, like Felix. I'd unhook you, but then I'd be sick too. Yeah, but you could cleanse after, and then we can... He's gone. Meg!
Nope.
Right.
Cosplay. Now we're doing cosplay. The one before was fan art. Now we're doing cosplay images. I don't even think I've seen that. That's a really good. That's pretty good too. Hey, now that's a dope Jeff boy. That's a dope. I like it. It's a really cool Jeff. That's a really good twins. That was pretty good. Not bad. I can't tell if that's fan art or not. That's a really good Michaela. Really good. I like that one. Oh, so we were done. End of the stream codes? Question mark? Free codes? I know they gave one out at the beginning. Looks like we're done here. And the PTB is up, right? Let me check. PTB. Yeah, PTB is up. Gonna do that. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed me reacting to the anniversary for the 600. Also, unexpected. One thing I was like, the Attack on Titan stuff, like, come on. That's not what I was expecting. Like, I personally, I don't think that we need Attack on Titan. They start adding anime stuff into Dead by Daylight. It'd be no different than when Call of Duty added fucking Attack on Titan into their game. I know they added Reiner, but and then the Reiner skin, and fucking was it Levi? I can't remember. I know they added two. Which is not even makes no sense whatsoever in fucking Call of Duty, and it definitely makes no sense in Dead by Daylight. Attack on Titan. I don't think we need that. But hey, to each their own, you know. As for the anniversary, that's for the I'll give my thoughts on Survivor and Killer. when I do the stream when I stream the PT. I can't even go back. I can't even go back. But uh, I really don't know. No. But I hope you enjoy. I'll talk about it more PTP. But I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Also, that's a dating simulator. Was it hooked on you? Come on. I was. That is not what it is. That's what they've been working on. That I'm still can't believe that shit. Like that reminds me of like how many times I've seen like other games do something like that, but it was just an April Fool's joke. Like come on. But they're actually serious about this? You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. Oh my god. Definitely. Definitely, yeah. That's crazy. That's definitely crazy. But see you around. As we go into this, we're gonna go directly into the PvP after this. So keep the head up. Thanks for joining the stream.